Yeah, good evening, viewers, and good morning, wherever you're watching from. This is Dynamic Trader, and it's been a while. So I'm here to say what's up, how you doing, and hope all my videos are very educating and you're getting one or two from it, and you're learning a lot from it as well. So for today's class, I want to teach us a quick one about what is called break and retest. Okay, break and retest. Break and retest can be seen when a market break above a support level, below a support level or above a resistance level. For instance, if I have this line here, okay, at the bottom, and I have this other one here at the top. So in this case, this place is serving as resistance, while here is serving as support. Okay, so and you know that the market moves this way, making swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. Sometimes it can go above like this, then come back this way, right, continuously. So as an SMC trader, I see this kind of market as consolidating market because it's actually ranging, is within this box. All right. So a break and retest simply means or can be seen when the market breaks above this previous resistance. All right. So it's expected that you wait for the market to retest this place that it broke out from, then you buy. All right. That's when it breaks above the resistance. Then this other scenario is when market is also moving this way, then instead of bouncing up, okay, it now broke below. So it's expected that the market has to do what? Retest this structure, this support areas, then sell to downside because you can see how many times uh how many times it touches this region here, touches here, touches here. Like it made multiple touches, okay? It made multiple touches until it broke below it. So it's expected that you wait for it to retest here, then you sell to the downside. So this is how the retail traders trade break and retest. Okay, so when it breaks above, you do the same. You wait for it to return. So there is this law of physics that states that what goes up must surely come down. So you always wait for the market to come and make a retest, then you join the trade, all right, to the upside. So it's very simple. Then how are we going to apply this on this particular chart? Or like, let's have an example of what I'm talking about. So this is USD JPY. All right. So this is USD JPY. This is on the weekly. So let's start from the monthly, for instance, to make an analysis on this particular pair, USD JPY. So USD JPY, you can clearly see how the market using SMC strategy or SFC concept, you see that the market has been bullish, okay? See, making higher highs, higher low, all right, higher high, higher low, okay? Then pushed up and failed to break above this high. So it's coming to the downside. But then you cannot clearly see that the market is bearish. Why? Because the market has not broken this particular region on the monthly time frame. All right. So the, until the market breaks below this point, you can still see that USD GPY is bullish. Look at example of what I just said. You can see the market when it broke above here. That's how do I explain? Okay, let me delete that. See this line I placed here or this box. It simply means look at what the market did here. This place was acting off as resistance. Market broke above the resistance. Did not make a proper retest, rather it broke below again, then broke above, then did it. So here is this line now is acting as support and resistance as well because it resisted price here, it came down, then later broke above it, came below, formed another resistance here, came below, then broke above and made a retest here. So you can see the numbers of times the market touched this region. You can see here, all right, retest, retest. So until the market remains, you can still come back here and continue to the upside. So anything that brings price below this particular region, okay, below this particular region, so it's expected that the market to make a retest, then continue drop into the downside. If it's not clear, let me repeat myself. It's very simple. For you to say that the market is bearish, it has to break, as in on a monthly time frame. USD JPY have to break below this structural, this low. Okay, if it doesn't break below this low, then we are still up. Why? Because the market has had made multiple touches on this region. You can see when it came to this point, it went up, touched here again, went up, touched here again, and went up, and it's trying to come down again. So the moment it comes back to this point again, we're expecting it to go up. But then if it breaks below, then we expect it to do what? Make a retest to this point, then we continue sell, we join the sell to the downside. So this is simply the concept of break and retest. Okay. So having seen that, let's break down this chart on the monthly, down to the weekly, to the daily, then to more lower time frame. So let me just place this here on the monthly. So on the monthly, we've been able to see that the market did what? Broke above, made a retest, okay? Retested here. So we are still going, or we are still bullish until the market breaks below here. That's on the monthly. So let's come down to the weekly and see. Now, on the weekly time frame, what do we see? You can still see clearly that, okay, on the weekly, the market did this. So let's not actually neglect this high entirely. Now, if I plot this here, okay, I'm just using retail method of trading. Okay, if I plot this here, you can see how here too here acted as resistance, push price to the downside. Here again acted as resistance, push price. But when the market dropped here, it also moved to the upside. So here resisted a bit, then manipulated, didn't make a proper touch of retest and broke below below this point, retested here again and pulled to the upside. So here, having been that it has acted as resistance previously, let's see what it did. It acted as resistance here. All right. So look at here too. It acted as resistance, but not for too long. This weekly it came down, then pushed out the stop losses, took stop losses or grabbed liquidity of those that are selling. So that's the dangerous thing about support and resistance. So went up, manipulated, and still went to the intended direction, still respecting this support and this support here. So here too, when the market broke below, it took support, but not proper one. Got to this place, retested, and came down. So you can see when it broke above it, it made a retest here on the weekly and shoot to the upside. Okay. And now when it got to this point, it did as if it was going to go up, then it's coming down. Okay. So if it breaks below here, it's expected that it's coming back to this point again to continue repeating the same thing. Okay. So now let me remove this. So on the weekly, we've been able to spot out this particular region now. Okay. Here on the weekly. On the weekly. So we can see this place. Resistance, resistance. All right. Break above, retest, push to the upside. Then it's coming back down again. So even from this region here, from here, it could likely still push to the upside. Okay, because market structure based on SMC, this is okay, higher high, higher low. All right, so we've not done any proper higher high. Okay, so the market did not go above it. Now, neither has it gone below this one, this point. So that's why I said it's very dangerous. So the moment the market, this movement broke below this point, then I will say clearly that we are bearish. All right, based on the applying SMC strategy. Okay, so here now we also have this point that is acting as support. Okay, let's not neglect that. So just follow me closely. You understand what I'm trying to do here. So this is on the weekly. We have this point. So let's go to the daily. You can see this is top-down analysis from the monthly, weekly, then daily. Now, on the daily, what do we see? This is the resistance. The market broke, made a retest, and this is where we are. All right. This is where we are right now on the daily. Now, this brings us to the break and retest that I was talking about. So the moment the market breaks below here now, we're waiting for a proper retest, then dive to this point. Okay, is on the daily. Is on the daily. So that is what is happening on USD JPY. So the moment it breaks totally out of this, okay, now let me make it to be a very calm and easier explanation. Now let me change this chart to line chart. All right, so I'll change it to line chart for us to see something. So changing it to line chart. Now let me quickly use this horizontal line to mark out this point. So what I'm about showing us is just the easiest way to eliminate noise. When I say noise, I mean wicks. Wicks are also candles on a more higher time frame. So bringing this to this point, all right. Now let me equally change this as in remove that and do it this way. All right. So I've done it this way. So changing it to line chart simply means, see now, the moment the market, you can see it has broken below this line. All right. So this is the break and retest I was talking about. So we want to see something like this, then a proper retest, then we come to this point. This is on the daily. So now let me bring it back to candle and see the magic that I just did there. So this is clearly it. This is on the daily, right? So now let's go to the 4 hours. Should we go to the 4 hours or okay? Let me go to the 1 hour. Now let me delete this first. Reset the chart. Okay. Now when I've reset the chart, let's look at the activities. Okay, let me bring it back to 4 hours for another for clarity. Now look on the 4 hours. Look at this line I draw from the daily. Can you see what the market did there? The market moved consolidated around this line, then boom. But look at what it did, broke above it. Also, this is the retest I was talking about. Then to the upside, then came down, repeated the same thing. So the market actually uh repeats same thing over and over and over. So it's just you having that clear eyes to see what is happening. So you can see what is going on this line. We've actually broken below this line. Okay, we broke below the line. Okay, we broke this. So you can see full candle close. Okay, then this is a retest. Then we are bearish. This is what USD JPY is actually doing on the 4 hours right now, on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, on the 4 hour time frame. So, but then we did this just to have to eliminate I mean this thing we did this line. I did it using line charts just to eliminate some the weeks. Okay, so but then what we're going to do right now is we still have here to deal with. Okay, because those weeks are actually candles on a more lower time frame. Okay, so before we can practically say okay that we've gone bearish totally is when we break. That's on the 4 hour time frame. So we break below this structural low. If we break below it, then we're melting to the downside. This is on the 4 hour time frame. So let's go to the 1 hour. See, you can see what is going on here on the 1 hour time frame. You can see how it's still respecting this point as support. Okay, but then you can clearly see that it took support from here. Still, that daily line is still there. Okay, so it's printing uh lower lows and lower highs if you understand market structure, but I am not here to do that. Just want to show us what how to apply break and retest. So but for SMC traders can see lower low, lower high. Okay, is lower low, lower high. Okay, then this is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So the market is going to make a lower low. Okay, so if it breaks now, look at that's still the lower low I was talking about. So it has done. Let me repeat what I just said. This is lower low, lower high. Okay, as the case may be. Then this is lower low because if I mark out here, I would say okay, this is lower high. Okay, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So we want to see a lower low, okay, then lower high, which is going to make a retest here. Or as an SMC trader, we look for what discount zone, then we trade to the downside. So this is basically how to trade break and retest. Okay. But as an SMC trader, I always apply my own technique towards it. So I don't trade more like a retail trader. So this is lower high. So this is lower high. So I don't want to see a lower low, which is now conforming or forming a confluence with the break and retest that I'm explaining tonight or today. So that's a break and retest. Then we hold the trade down to this point. So this is clearly what I'm saying on USD JPY. Okay, is on the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, I'm expecting that the market should break below this point. So let me clear okay, let me delete this. So this is what I'm saying on the daily. On the daily, this line was from the daily. Then on the 1 hour time frame, would want to see, okay, let's wait because patience is the key when it comes to FX. Want to see the market break this place, the structural low, when the market breaks below this point. So here that I just marked. So you can do that on your own chart. So we want to see the markets break below, make that retest, then you take the sell to the downside. All right, targeting this, that's daily low. Okay, so this is clearly 1:5 and 1:10. So if you're retail trader, or you can still put your stop loss here above that point. So this is clearly what you should be looking out for on USD JPY. So that's applying break and retest. Okay, so they want to see the market break below this 1 hour low. That's to be on the safer side. The market has to break below that point. Okay, break below this place. Then before you engage, and you can see the free space. Mind you, we started this analysis from the monthly weekly, and you can see this line that I drew. You can see how many times the market played around this box or this place. You can see it's made a touch here, went up, still the same. Okay, bounce, bounce. Okay, bounce. Okay, let me show us another example of break and retest here. Look at here. So it works. Everything works in FX. Look at this point. I mean, this way. So let not be like uh over doing it. See, this is a support. Market went up. Support, it went up. Support, it went up. Now this is a break below. Then this is a retest. Then the market is melting to the downside. So this is also a proof that we are crashing to the downside. We are bearish on this pair. Now, so what we like, okay, why didn't the market just make retest here immediately and come down? No. So this brings us to the analysis as an SMC. So you can clearly see what SMC did here. So the market broke below here, this point, okay? Then I can just clearly use my Fibonacci to mark from this low, from that high to this low. You can see this was my discounted area and then the market crashed to the downside. So this is break of market structure. So this was where the market turned from being bearish to being bullish. Okay, so this is higher high, higher low, higher high. The market failed to do so, became bearish up to this point. So, but bringing it back to break and retest. So this is clearly what I'm still expecting. So you can see it got to this point, did as if it was going to sell, then pushed more higher just to grab some stop losses. That's manipulation. Then started coming down. So I don't really trade using this method. I'm just trying to say that everything works. Okay, because anybody that is actually that wants to trade retest here, what you simply do is now this place was acting as support. So you come, you place your entry here. This is where you're expecting the market. Then the previous high is created here. Here will now be your stop loss area. All right. then you target depending on the risk to reward. So you can just maybe target this low. This one is to two, like 1:3. 1:2 is okay, or 1:1 whatever. And 1:3, 1:2 is okay. 1:4 is okay, 1:5, but 1:1 is wrong. All right, I'm talking about risk to reward ratio in this case. So the next thing you to do is just as I've explained, so you can see how this place is being respected, this region, because this was the low that was created before. Now the markets always repeats itself. So you can see when the market got to this was Friday last week, right here. So the market is pulling up, then it's coming down. So let me delete this for now. Okay, still repeating the same thing I explained about where to place your stop loss. Okay, so the moment the market breaks below this point, then your stop loss would be at this structural high, this high here. Okay, so maybe for now, let me delete this the daily candle line. So if it breaks below this point, then this will be our entry. That's after it has made its retest. So you don't really, so you wait for it to what, melt down, break, retest, then this is it. Come to the downside. So this is clearly my analysis on USD GPY, just using break and retest strategy, right? So it's a strategy on its own. Enough people who use this strategy to make money. So watch out for USD GPY. Okay, so wait for it to break this low, break below it, this one in 1 hour. So if you want me to go further down, then let's see it on the 5 minute time frame. On the 5 minute time frame. So this is all right. So come on. So this is still it on the 1 hour time frame. So you you can see how tiny it is. You wait for the market to break below it. All right. So the moment it closes below, then you wait for a proper retest, then you engage. All right. Okay. So if you have any question as regards to this analysis, please do well to hit me up. Okay. So see you on the next one. Bye bye.